There we go. Oh, someone's in the stream. Awesome. How you going, everyone? It's been a long time since I've done any streams or really spoken. And it's going to be... There's so many good things, so many good news, so much good news, so many good things. And it's also been a very difficult time, but, you know, amazing things. So what we've got tonight is cooking curry. I'm going to cook some curry. We've got veggies, coconut milk, curry paste, you know, we've got it all. I'm going to cook some, get the rice cooker going. Rice cookers are awesome. I do like to cook rice in a pot, just like normal, using the reduction method. But rice cookers work really well, and they're efficient. They're good. They've got a lot of good things. So I'm just going to go check everything's working, and then I'll start cooking. Awesome. So I think what we'll start with is some flavour. And onion always gives flavour. We've got lots of herbs and spices here too, so we'll use that. Unfortunately got the extra bit there, so I lost a bit of the onion. Garlic as well. We'll start with the onion. Thinking about the dish, I want to cut the onion into different sizes. So I want some big pieces. And then some smaller bits. I'm all about different shapes for making different flavour, and how you cut it adds a lot. I just got the onion hit me. Got the flame, not the flame, but the electric on. Who did?
Zeppelin.
Awesome. How you going? How you going, Zeppelin? So I'm going to leave some of this onion for later, but most of it's gone in. I'm going to add some more oil. always got a bit of chili in here. It's gonna have a bit of spice. Here's one of the herb mixes I made up a while back with a bunch of different things. It's got like onion powder and oregano and a bunch of stuff. Garlic powder. Yeah, what else? This is another one I made up too. Oh no, this was a pre-bought made up one. I didn't make this one up. But you buy them in a packet and then you put them in a jar. It's awesome. I hope the sound's coming through alright. We got you know what, I'm gonna get the second pot going because we need that. We're gonna turn that on.
That smells good.
It's good, eh? This is it. My wife can smell the onion. How good's that? There's some good news. I got married. Can you see the wedding ring? How awesome's that? We got lots of good news, but it's difficult. We can't really talk about a lot of things. We've been through a lot in the last while. So what we can say is, you know, we're together, we're healthy, we're safe, and we've got even more happy good news too, because I don't know, I don't want to like rush talking about this stuff because there's a lot of good things. Oh yeah, this is good. I don't know if that light makes it better.
Oh yeah, the light under the microwave or under the plate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
That's better?
Yeah.
So I'm talking to my wife. I don't know if you can hear her, but she'll be here later. She's busy with very important things right now. I'm just sort of wondering at this point, what I really need to do is, now this is, I'm taking my time with this. I'm getting the onion flavour going. Alright, I'm getting the curry happening in this pot. So before I get this going, I'm going to turn that off. We got a garlic here. I think it's time for a yeah, that's good. Right. Geez, I cut through this garlic and thought it did, but it didn't. Yeah. I've worked out a really good way to peel garlic, and I like to share it with you. So see what I just did there? I cut all the base off. You lose a bit. See? You can put that in a stew. You can put that in a soup or whatever, you know. Same with that bit. But what I've got here is all these cloves that have got the base cut off. And this is a safe way to cut in, and you twist. You twist the knife and you twist your hand at the same time. By doing that, it sort of breaks it. See that? Just comes off. So you can just sit here all day and twist. Doesn't work the first time, give it another go. Because all it takes is what it's doing, and then if that doesn't work, all you have to do is give the actual clove a twist, and then it will just pop off. And what it does is it retains the clove without having too many cuts in it. So you can decide what you do with it. And you can actually get through a whole. See, look, this garlic it's been in the fridge for a while, so it's peeling quite easily.
Oh, go fast.
Awesome. Go fast as here. There you go, bro. We're cooking some curry. And I'm doing some, showing this trick with the twist. See, it's safe. The way I believe this is a safe way to actually cut a lot, because you can be very relaxed and you follow the same thing each time. Twist. See that? And when you get to that point, you can actually take the knife out and then finish it by just peeling it. But you get faster and faster at it, but you don't want to do it too fast. You just want to do this smooth and slow. Before I go too much further, I'm going to put some of this garlic in the actual, in here, and I'm going to give it a little bit more. Oops, sorry about that. Where is the... There it is. See all this fibrous stuff from the garlic? I still put it in food. Like some people take it away, I use it. It's still good.
Don't ask how we're liking the big food.
What's that? How?
Casey working good and he
Oh,
has lately.
awesome.
Like 110 where you're at.
Totally. Well, yeah, my wife got these. We had a problem with the aircon, and it's like, we've got to get new filters, and she's like, all right. And she got on it, and she got these really good ones you can wash out. They're high electrostatic, and yeah, you can wash them just with soapy water and put them back in. So good. Look at that. Oh, this smells awesome. See, before I've even cooked any of the other stuff, I'm getting the curry paste happening.
Jellyfish Mafia says, howdy from Vegas, Luke.
Awesome. How you going? How you going, Jellyfish?
Mafia. And then they said, previously prepping Tori, same picture.
Oh yeah, cool. I was thinking about her because she was going through some rough times. I hope she's doing alright. And I hope she's doing alright in the heat, because it's pretty hot there at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, we're all in the same weather here.
So it's all a bit messy at the moment, so before I go any further, but you like what I did with the garlic there, you got it works well. I'll do it one more time. See, I've cut the base off. You cut in there and twist, and that way you can't really cut yourself, right? Because it's cutting a curve, and look, from that it just peels off. It usually peels off in one go. Sometimes it takes like that. I don't know. It's what I've found works for me. So before I go too much further, I've got all of this. This is like the broccoli stalks from a while back, and I kept them in the fridge. And I'm like, I'm going to use these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in with this. So before I do much, I'm going to clean them up because they got a bit of, a bit in the fridge for a while. But most of them is good. Yeah. So that's awesome to see, like, people here. You know, it's been so long, and I miss you all. Hope you're all doing well. You know. So one thing I found with the broccoli stalks, usually I cut broccoli stalks up, not along its length. I cut it along the trunk, sections. But what I'm doing here is I'm going to cut it up real fine, and it's going to be like a fibrous element, and it's going to soak up all that flavour. It's going to be in there from the beginning almost. It's not really going to shrink or anything. You know how you put stuff in food and it fills up the bowl and then it reduces down. This is going to stay pretty much, hold its size.
Horizon says, ooh, grainy picture.
Oh, is it gone grainy? Sorry about that. I'll get it better next time because it's on a Wi-Fi connection here.
Jellyfish Mafia says, I wonder if cutting diagonally would be different against the base, if you will.
Totally. I reckon it will. I'm chucking in some butter here.
Joshua says, now that you're in the States, I'll have an easier time getting you some model airplane building materials.
Totally, dude. I want to make some like balsa gliders, like just some rubber band or hand launch, and I want to make like some kites. I want to make some See, look, I'm doing a diagonal cut, and I'll try and do it real thin. This is the other way I do this stuff. If I'm making like a stew or something, and I'll cut the broccoli stalks real thin like that. So I'll chuck a few in like that. I'm actually going to save this stuff for later. But I'll put these stalks in. Oops. I'm going to start plating up stuff to add in later because I can't just keep adding stuff in. Yeah, so this is I love this stuff. I love cutting vegetables into different shapes, but they have a geometric, you know, geometric form. So some of those will be bigger chunks within the meal. I'll get, yeah, dude, go fast. Can't wait to make some balsa plain or some like, yeah. I don't have much here, many tools. I've got a few things, but I got, oh yeah, I got a cutting board and some CA glue. So I'm gonna start putting stuff in here for later. I'll put some celery in early and some later. So I'll put all this stuff here. I'm going to save for a soup. So I'm just pushing it up to the edge. But this celery also is the top of the celery that's got a little bit of the green. But what I'm going to do is the curry's about ready for a stir too. It hasn't had a major stir since I put all the liquid in. So I cut this celery up as small. I could probably cut it up smaller, but that's going to give a flavour. Like celery has so much flavour. It releases into the food. It's good. You don't have to put it in right at the end. You can put it in right at the beginning. If you're making a soup, celery in the soup.
Jellyfish Mafia says Lucas stateside.
That's correct. I'm here with my wife and daughter. My daughter was born. I got good news. So I was going to wait for my wife to be here with me in a little bit, and we could say it. But yeah, my daughter was born just over 2 months ago. Our daughter, and we are very just. I can't express how happy we are, and you know, it's a very special time that we're here together. Oh, there's a piece of garlic that I didn't peel. Yeah, so that's pretty special news, and we haven't really shared it yet until now, and it was probably impromptu, but here we go. You know what? I'm going to put some stuff away because this is too cluttered now. I should have done that before I started.
There's a lot. Do you want me to read all this? I'm happy to.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll get you caught up. Go Fast says not too grainy here. It's a 7 out of 10 on the phone size screen.
Awesome.
Also says you also have plenty of open room near you. It wouldn't be too hard to make some indoor rubber powered things you can fly in the living room too.
Awesome. Yeah, that's cool.
Jellyfish says I've had my head down for a year, and I think that's to not knowing you were stateside. But seriously, it's new.
It is new, and I haven't been able to really talk about it. So it's been amazing to be here for my wife, and you know we weren't married when I got here, and she was pregnant, and you know it's been a full on time, and you know we didn't want to not be married when our daughter was born, so we also love each other. So it was like, well, we have to get married and we should need to do it now. So we got married a few months ago, which was amazing, and we had people like a church help us out with that. It was really special. And you know, but there's been a lot of health things that we've been dealing with that's why we, you know, there's a lot of things we haven't been able to like even, because we've been too busy. And I'm just chucking, I love garlic like this. If you come, when whoever's eating this curry, just expect you might come across like a whole clove of garlic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
GoFast says I don't have to read everything and suggests you read through, but it gave you a list of stuff you'll need for the airplanes.
Oh yeah, sweet. Yeah, there's a craft store across the road, literally. They got bamboo, they got balsa wood there and stuff like that. That's awesome. I'll check the lists.
Jellyfish says that they have a half gallon of celery left over as they've been meaning to find a way to use.
There you go. Make celery soup, even though it's summertime. Maybe, yeah. People make celery juice.
You can make a relish that's really good
Oh,
on
yeah.
like, sandwiches with it.
Totally.
Just pickle it.
Make a relish and then use it for like 30% of the relish is that. So I can put that away now. Oh no, I'll cut. I'm gonna wash this because I'd already washed the tip, but I hadn't washed it where the rubber band was. So that will get used later. But I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna put some cilantro in now and then some later.
Jellyfish says all cruciferous veggies develop flavor and nutrients while being chewed raw or cut and left to sit for 10 minutes before cooking. Uh-oh, you already put it in.
Yeah, I know. Although cooking gives flavour, you lose nutrients when you cook. And it also helps with digestion sometimes, but sometimes it makes it worse. You can make it way worse for yourself.
We'll have to try that 10-minute waiting thing sometime.
These are like the cilantro stalks. I love the cilantro stalks. I usually put them in earlier. Or if I'm doing like something that's going to be with vinegar or something, like the cilantro stalks pickle in the vinegar along with the other stuff. So I've got broccoli here, so I'm going to cut some of this cauliflower. So yeah, it's lot to talk about, but it's, you know, very sensitive about like what I want to share and stuff, because it's been a very difficult time and we're still dealing with a lot of stuff every day. But there's so much good news, and you know, it's good to like just finally get back to like. So I want to, you know, a couple times a week, I can, you know, if I'm cooking a meal, why not? Why not just do a stream and hang out and chat and see what everyone's doing? So that's what I'm going to try and do. And like what GoFast was saying, you know, make some kites and paper aeroplanes and things like that, and balsa planes, and go and, you know, that's going to be fun. I've been a big thing is you know, we've been listening to music and playing music. It's been a real big thing with what we've been trying to do. And it's very difficult finding time. So we're at a point where here I need more liquid. I won't put too much in because I'm actually going to add coconut milk soon. Sorry about that. That's there for that. And I've got corn. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I'm just going to keep cutting everything up. Can I use some of these bean sprouts, please?
Definitely.
Awesome. I'll save them to put on, or to be later. Like right near the end. But most of them are for the, Paige's making spring rolls, Vietnamese spring rolls. It's going to be awesome. So we can do that tomorrow or something. And then, so I've got that. And some chou, how you call it, cabbage.
Jellyfish says, congratulations, brother. You need not explain anything. And then ask James.
Awesome. So, it's baby's healthy, mum's healthy. There was, stuff we had like, oh yeah, that's it. Don't have to say anything. But you know what? Things are really good. Look at this. Like, yeah. We're blessed with like a really happy little munchkin that, like, she's a little, we call her the little pachyderm because she sounds like an elephant. When she was a little baby, just newborn, she sounded like, and she still sounds like it sometimes, but she'd make all these sounds, like squeaky sounds, like a baby elephant. So, and all the stuff we got from the hospital, the clothes and the blankets had little elephants on it. So it was very fitting. She was making the sounds, so we call her a little pachyderm. She's a little pachyderm, squeaky, making squeaky sounds. But she doesn't make them so much anymore. Nah, she's really happy and everything's good. So now I've got corn, and I don't know whether to put the corn in, but I think it will give balance. The other stuff is I haven't put the squash in yet. Now this squash has to be cooked. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna, it's very difficult to cut. Normally you take all the seeds out, but because this was so spongy, I was just like, I'm just gonna cut it down and then I'll clean it up.
Jellyfish says, I have the same braided silver bracelet. I got it in Madrid.
A braided silver bracelet. That's awesome. She bought that recently, did she?
Just says that she has it. That's neat.
Oh yeah, cool. Alright. So this squash, I'm gonna fry it. And I'm cutting it thin. And again, I'm cutting it in different shapes. We normally have regular vegetable oil, but which we use sometimes. So we're using olive oil for everything today, which is good. Squash, pumpkin, all that stuff. You can easily cut yourself trying to cut the skin off. When I'm roasting it, I keep the skin on. I'm trying to cook this quickly because this stuff does take a while to cook. If I was to try and cook this in there, it wouldn't happen. I've got to fry this. And cut it small. So what it's going to do is going to give it texture and flavour. So the squash will stand out. Oh, here we go. We got.
I was coming over to see the food.
Awesome.
It looks really good.
I love you. We got. Look at this. We had to do a stir. I will get the rice going soon. Only once I've got the squash cooked. That's the last thing I've got to cook. Now, I haven't even done a taste test on here. I haven't added any salt. But what I might do is, that's a bit of garlic salt. That should be alright. There will be salt in the coconut milk as well. I need to quickly get back to cutting the rest of the squash so it all cooks at a similar time. I'll get there. Yeah, and you see that it's getting nice, like it's cooking well, getting texture and so again I'm adding more of this squash. I've got to try and put all the squash in, so I've got to cut it real thin for it to cook. And I've sort of messed up because I should have kept putting the squash in at the same time. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly very thin bit, there's not much there. I'm going to use that for soup. It's because, yeah, I think it's the end of the season. A little bit of skin on this one. this squash, it's not fun to cut, but it tastes good. I'm just going to switch to this knife. I'm going to dice this because I want it to cook. This is another interesting thing. You know? Look at this as far as alchemy or anything like that. You know, I'm adding fresh stuff into stuff that's cooking. So what you're getting is like flavor infusion. There's a couple of principles that do the same thing. If you make pasta like a spaghetti sauce and you use dried tomato paste, tomato soup, you know, fresh tomato, roasted tomato. Like if you use all the different tomatoes and you put it all in, each tomato flavor molecules, like they're all separate, but they combine. So you basically, if you want to get the right flavor profile, you can do it by getting the right mixture. And it can be as simple as dried tomato and tomato soup, or tomato paste and passata, whatever they call it, passata. You know, like you'll know what the mix is. Maybe some fresh tomato and fresh tomato that you cook in the pan first. So I'm going to have to bring this up.
Are you here first? Hi everyone.
Awesome, how are you here? There you go, are you? I can't put any more, well, I've got more squash here. But I'm running out of, I think I could probably get this in. When I roast pumpkin and squash, this is how I like to cut it. Slices like that, and then you can lay it out on the pan and it gets all cooked really well. So now I've got that, I'm going to dice this as small as I can because squash usually takes 10 minutes. But see, I haven't even put the rice on yet, so I do have time. All this stuff I'm throwing over there, it's not getting wasted. It's going to get put in a slow cooker soup. There we go. That's all the squash in. Here we go. The corn. This is such a big meal already. You know, you get to times like this and you go, if I add more to it, it's going to be too much because I'm cooking rice as well. I mean, this is going to feed us for several days, so. But if I put, well, no, I'm not going to put the corn in. I've decided no corn. Because also, I've got the cauliflower and broccoli here, and the beans. We've still got all this stuff to chuck in. And that stuff will get thrown out at the end. So I'm going to put all this stuff away, clean up a bit. I don't know if anyone's been writing anything, but like, I haven't been responding for a while because I'm in flat out mode here. Look at this, this is boiling away. is on high. So you got the onion as well. Yeah, all this stuff's going into a soup. All of it, most of it. This stuff. See, even all the garlic and onion skin goes really good in soups if you're going to strain it. So this goes back in the fridge. We're looking good now. Next thing will be to get the rice cooker happening. Sorry about that. I might use a little bit of water here, just to Alrighty. That just needs, like, that's just cooking away, it's doing well. I'm gonna get the rice happening. Oh no. My daughter's got hiccups, which is very unfortunate. It's she does well, you know, gets them a couple times a day, and she puts up with them. We do everything we can to, you know, help her do it. You know, she doesn't get them too heavy. Sometimes they're heavy, but it's usually mild enough. So first thing I do with rice in a rice cooker is I rinse it under the sink. If you've got a garden or anything, this water is so good. Don't throw it away. If you're wanting to build, you know, you literally use this liquid to grow lactobacillus to inoculate, soil and fertilizer. It's a great resource, and we pour it out. But like, you don't want all this, like when you're cooking, even if you cook on a stovetop or a rice cooker, you want to pour all that out. You don't want to go overboard because you can wash too much of it away. Now there's some water in there still with that glutinous water. So I go 2 cups, for every cup of rice I go 1.5 cups of water. So I go about 3 cups of rice. We got this rice cooker at the Goodwill store. It was the best. Paige was like, "Oh, I want a rice cooker. We need a rice cooker." I'm like, "Oh, if we see one, we should, But I was like, I prefer cooking it by hand, but I can see your point. And like, we go to the Goodwill store, and this is brand new. This was brand new. It's like a really good rice cooker. See, look at this squash. How good is this squash? It's just been the smell, like it's been cooking in oil, and I poured a bit of beer in there. That's about it, and the bit of curry that's on my spoon. So when you use one spoon amongst dishes, you're going to get cross-contamination of flavour, and if that's intentional, you can end up with really good flavour because it's, like even pasta. When you stir your pasta with like your spoon that you're making your sauce with, like, I don't know, it's sort of like, I don't know, connecting it all. Look at this. This is looking really good. I could put that in now. What I'm going to do, okay, so the rice, that's got to get up to temperature. I'm just going to throw that in there. And I'm going to turn this off. So this onion's going to cook in the residual heat. That stuff will get combined with that later. So many ingredients. Look, there's one of those bits of garlic. So yeah, we've still got stuff to put in. We've got the beans. So like, the rice takes, when I see this is steaming, I'll know it's close to cooking, and then I'll put this in. So, because I want to keep these to be not super soft. And these will go in at the very end. The beans, sprouts. But this is pretty much ready now. Like, I haven't done a taste test yet of the curry.
You should.
Yeah. I like doing this where it's like, you don't even taste it until this point. And then when you get to this point, this is the main bit. So all I would add would be chili or pepper or salt at this point. Plenty of salt in it. I think the coconut milk had a lot of salt. It's not too salty, but you can really taste the salt. I think the curry paste might have had salt in it as well. That is really good. That is really good. So this, I'll add this to that at the end, or even pour it on the top of the dish. Keep them separate and add it at the very end. But I will cook this for about 5-10 minutes in that. Rice is cooking. How's everyone doing? So yeah, obviously we'll talk more, but yeah, we can't really talk about stuff. What we're focusing on is living our best lives, doing all the good stuff, you know, cooking good food. So, you know, we'll keep you all updated. It's been so long, haven't been able to, like, we've just been dealing with so much. We really haven't had time to really even just do basic things, and we can't go into any of those things, but like at the end of the day, we're good, we're healthy, we're in a safe place. Look at this, you know, and look forward to catching up again soon. You know, I don't know whether to keep the stream going and show you the final products, because it's going to be like, we got to wait now for the rice. I didn't time it right. If I had the rice cooking and it was ready now, I could be finished. So, but I think, whoa, sorry about that. I think we'll catch up again soon. You know, it's been a really good experience to like just get this and chat, get this cooking, and I know Paige was happy about it. It makes me happy too, and she'll be the next one. We're not really gonna we're gonna keep our daughter away from being on YouTube and stuff like that. We'll see. But we'll and even how we talk about it too, you know, we respect her privacy. She's just a little baby, you know. So but this tastes delicious and it looks delicious, and it's not even like, imagine with all this stuff combined and the rice. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good, and the beans. So yeah, it's all happening. We'll catch up soon, yeah. Oh, there's like 7 people here. Wait, I can read the comments too now. Here I am. There's Jellyfish Mafia. Awesome. And Go Fast. Are you? Oh, so awesome. And you know, it's been so long, and I feel really bad not been keeping everyone updated about things, but yeah, I'm sure you all understand. Sometimes you just can't, you know, and also, you know, for lots of reasons. So, but we're excited for this chapter in our life, and we're in a really good spot now with a lot of things. We got a lot of work to do still, so we're getting there. And you know, the main thing is sleep, you know, like not getting sleep because you got a baby that's awake all the time. So Paige has been dealing with that a lot, and me too, but her more so. But where things are getting better for everything. So, anyway, I'm gonna jump off, but know that I'll be back soon, and we'll be like catching up and chatting, and I look forward to making some, you know, gliders and kites, and doing some artwork from like stuff for my daughters and for my wife. You know, as we want to, whatever we're doing is going to be creative. That why not share it? Like, you know, because it's part of it's the process, and it means a lot. So, and to be able to connect, you know, so we don't want to. It's what I'm trying to say is it's very difficult to find the right amount of what you want to do or share, and especially considering the sensitivity of everything. So, much love to everyone. Can't wait to catch up again soon. It was great. Alrighty. I can't remember how. Oh, we got some love hearts there. I love that. The hearts flying in the sky. So, here we go. Awesome. I've worked out how to. It's been so long, I haven't been able to use the app for so long. So, yeah, got it all sorted. Maybe next time I'll use my good camera and it'll look better. So we'll try it. We'll do that. So, anyway, things are good. Mum and baby are healthy and happy. So am I. And we'll catch up soon. Alrighty.